Hello everybody out there and welcome back to the final episode of Dark Avengers Halloween Havoc. I knew it was going to go all the way. And for this wonderful Hallows Eve, I will be reviewing the movie that we're going to be doing a live show watching of. Army of Darkness. The third installment to the Evil Dead line. Now, you guys are looking at this. This is the collector's edition cover. Obviously, Michael and I did get the collector's edition, but for those of you that are familiar with the original cover, this is what Army of Darkness' original cover looked like. And I'm reviewing this from the theatrical standpoint. There was a, well, there's the theatrical version, there's the uncut version, and then there's the TV/international cut, which for some weird reason is basically the uncut version but cut again. Don't ask. But anyway, we're talking about the theatrical version. The version where he goes back to S-Mart, because Ash vs. Evil Dead is the version where he goes back to his time. Now, what wasn't brought to my knowledge, we'll talk about it after. Actually, let's talk about it after. Let's talk about Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness takes place after Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 1 was a setup for the whole Evil Dead series. Evil Dead 2 ended with Ash being sucked into a time vortex. Army of Darkness is a direct continuation of that. He is in this world now, back in time. He's not sure if he's even on Earth. I believe he is on Earth. It's just back in the night times. Not night. It's the K-N-I-G-H-T, not N-I-G-H-T times. And they think he's a witch because he fell from the sky. He's a Deadite. He's evil. So they try to kill Ash. And when Ash survives, Arthur takes him to his castle, and the wizard explains that he's a time traveler, talks about the Necronomicon, and how the only way for Ash to get home is for him to get the Necronomicon, bring it back, and the wizard will find a way to get him. It'll end Evil Dead, and it will, and the wizard will be able to basically send him home. So Ash embarks on a mission to get the Necronomicon. He gets it, but he has to say those ever so popular magical words.
Clatus, Radas, Neptus.
But he says it wrong. He forgets the last phrase, but he takes the book anyway. And unfortunately, because he didn't say the spell, the dead rise. And as a matter of fact, there's an evil version of Ash that actually leads them. And there's this epic battle at the end, after, of course, Sheila gets taken. Sheila's the girl, and possessed. There's this epic battle that happens between evil Ash and Ash. And obviously Ash wins. He goes home. He apparently says the words right the second time around, but the Evil Dead has followed him back. And apparently the TV series is going to be what happens years later. Apparently the Deadites stopped, peace returned, and then Ash vs. Evil Dead happens. We don't know how that starts yet, but Army of Darkness was a cult-followed movie, but it was so good. It was a really great movie. I'm really glad that, I know it's years later, but I'm really glad that finally we're getting a series, a TV series based off of Army of Darkness and Evil Dead. It was a really excellent series, and I'm glad that Bruce Campbell is a part of it. Bruce Campbell has an awesome personality.
Not to mention that his arm is a saw, which is even much more amazing.
Yeah, but in this movie, he actually makes a robotic, somehow, night hand.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, in Ash vs. Evil Dead.
So, I really like this movie. I really love Bruce Campbell as a person, as an actor. I don't know, half the time I want to say that when he does conventions and he does panels and whatnot, that he's still a bit of an actor. He acts out, you know, while being in a panel or while being, you know, filmed on camera. But I could be completely wrong, and that is his true personality. But he has a very, very unique personality. And when I say unique, I mean that in a really great way. He gets people laughing, and he has that kind of personality where he's sarcastic, but at the same time, you can tell he's being sarcastic, and you can tell he's doing it to kind of be funny. He's doing it to kind of be him. He kind of embodies Ash, I believe, Bruce Campbell. So that's what's really cool about Bruce Campbell, and he's a really great guy. I feel bad that we missed out on the the Ash vs. Evil Dead panel that happened at New York Comic Con, but Bruce Campbell, I'm a real fan of his, and I really love Army of Darkness. So now here's what I wanted to mention. We found out yesterday, Starz advertised that Army of Darkness, along with Evil Dead 1 and 2, are going to be playing on Hallows Eve night. So, this kind of messes around with what we want to do. We wanted to do Army of Darkness for the Halloween live show. However, I found out that Ash vs. the Evil Dead is on at 9 o'clock on Halloween night. So here's what we might gonna do. So keep an eye out on Twitter. This will be going up on the 30th. So if you want, you can go check it out right after this video. Because I'm going to tweet. I'm recording this before the 30th. But obviously I'm going to be tweeting it out on the 30th. Probably in the afternoon. So this will be up on the 30th night. So you can check it out there. Then, right after. You can go check it out now. It'll be up. Let's just leave it at that because I'm starting to kill myself. We might switch it up to having Army of Darkness for a Hallows Eve movie. Obviously, we're not going to follow the Stars TV channel. So if you do want to watch it, hopefully you'll have it on DVD. Or maybe if we're doing it after Stars, you can record it. I don't know. We might be doing it before Stars. I might do it. What time did we say you get home? You'll be home early, so we can do it at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll see if we can coincide with the TV, with the Stars channel. I am doing the theatrical cut, so it'll be the same thing as the one on TV.
I won't be here for the TV Ash versus Evil.
But if we do this on Hallows Eve, I will be watching alone because Mike's going to be working Ash versus the Evil Dead episode 1 instead. I might do that since Stars decided they're going to throw the old movies out the night before. It makes no sense to watch the same movie again the night after, so we'll just do it all on Hallows Eve and Ash versus Evil Dead episode 1 on Halloween night. Stay tuned on Twitter for it to be confirmed, though. And with that, that's it for this review, guys. Links in the description below connected to a bunch of stuff right here on Dark Avenger C86, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. ComicFrontline.com, Zone4Podcast.com, Frontline Gaming Zone. All together, we try to be your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, be safe on Halloween, and I'll see you guys on the live show on Halloween night. See you guys in the next video.